Let's talk about the whistleblower now. Donald Trump is actively putting in danger the life of the Ukraine whistleblower, according to the whistleblower's attorneys. Now, I told you the day that the Trump Ukraine whistleblower scandal broke that I hope that the whistleblower's identity is protected. Because if Trumpists find out who the person is, whose whistleblower report triggered an impeachment inquiry of their beloved Lord and Savior, Donald Trump, that whistleblower's life is instantly in danger. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I'm talking about a real and present danger to that whistleblower's life. And as if we needed any more evidence about how Donald Trump feels about the whistleblower and the whistleblower's sources, remember that last week Donald Trump was caught on a recording talking about, what about when we used to kill whistleblowers or sources or whatever? Remember this recording?
But basically, that person never saw the report, never saw the call, meaning never saw the call, heard something, and decided that he or she, whoever the hell it is, sort of like almost a spy. I want to know who's the person that gave the whistleblower, who's the person that gave the whistleblower the information, because that's close to a spy. You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right, with spies and treason, right? We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
Well, it's getting much, much worse. Even in advance of the individual being outed, which I hope doesn't happen, the whistleblower's lawyers have put out a letter saying that Donald Trump is endangering their client's life by calling them a traitor, by issuing threats of retaliation, by alluding to what about execution of the whistleblower or their sources. The audio I played for you just now is referenced in this letter, and this is, of course, completely counter to how whistleblowers are supposed to be treated in the United States. There is something called the Whistleblower Protection Act of 1989. But forget about that. Even beyond that, there is the tradition of how this country is supposed to respect whistleblowers. That, of course, has been thrown completely out the window by this administration, much the way that respect and support of a free and independent press has been thrown out the window completely by this administration. And as the whistleblower's lawyers point out, most countries where the leader of the country treats a whistleblower the way Donald Trump is treating this whistleblower, most of those countries are not democracies. And it is very ugly what is going on. Consider how backwards this is. Donald Trump said something incredibly disturbing on a phone call with the Ukrainian president. You could argue what Donald Trump was doing was un-American, or at least did not put the interest of the American people as the number one priority. People heard the phone call and they reported it to the whistleblower. And Trump says that is called spying. This is someone, both the whistleblower and the sources for the whistleblower, these are people whose interests are conserving the national security of the United States. Their motivation is the maintaining of the sovereignty of the United States over our own elections without foreign influence. The motivations of the whistleblower and the sources are pro-American. They are about maintaining the systems and processes that have been established in the United States as the ones that we want. Trump is trying to circumvent that, but yet he's calling the people trying to maintain these systems spies, traitors, enemies, all of this stuff. Now, I do have to go a step further here. I get why the whistleblower's identity needs to be kept secret. I hope that it is, because that person's life will be at risk if their identity is revealed. They are at risk of death if their identity goes public. But we have to recognize that on the basis of the way that Donald Trump has bamboozled and primed his followers, it actually does help the Trump side for the whistleblower's identity to be unknown because of how they think. They will build a character around the person. Crooked Hillary, Pocahontas, whatever. They will smear the whistleblower, and the whistleblower not only won't be present to defend themselves, they won't even be a known entity. It will be Trump's case against this unknown, hidden person, and it will become part of the case for the defense of Trump's view. Listen, this person won't even show their face. I go with Trump's view on this. It's disgusting that this is the situation, but sadly it is. And you know that they will use the whistleblowers as, at least up until this point, anonymity against them. Let me know your thoughts about this. I'm on Twitter at @DPakman. The show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. Make sure you're following me on Twitch as well at twitch.tv/David Pakman. We had a great live stream last night on Twitch. I hope you'll catch the next one. Today's program brought to you in part by Blinkist.com/Pakman. Blinkist is a great service that I use all the time. What they do is they take thousands of the most popular nonfiction books, including the newest bestsellers. They condense them into 15-minute audiobooks that you can listen to, and you still get the most crucial information and insights from each book. And I've listened to a ton of books on Blinkist. I recently checked out Soccernomics by Simon Cooper. We do have, after all, the World Cup going on recently. We also have been talking about BS Jobs, and there is a great new book, BS Jobs by David Graeber, which I listen to on Blinkist. They're constantly adding new books to the platform. You will never run out of fascinating and critically acclaimed books to enjoy. And our audience can get a 7-day free trial by going to Blinkist.com/Pakman. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm putting a link in the video description. And after the free trial, if you like it, you can continue enjoying thousands of condensed audiobooks for about $5 a month. That's BLINKIST.com/PAKMAN.